Okay, hello everybody. Welcome. I'm just going to ask before we get started, please make sure your phones are on mute because that gets a little awkward. Also, just so you all know, we are live streaming this, and there will be photos taken. So we'll try not to get pictures of you, but just in case, we want to give you the heads up. Call this meeting to order and welcome you to the Township of Severn's inaugural council meeting for the 2022 to 2026 council term. Tonight, our council will take their oaths of office, and after the meeting, you'll be invited to join us for some late refreshments and snacks at the back and meet our new council. So at this point, we would like to begin by acknowledging that the land on which we gather and which the Township of Severn operates is part of the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe. For thousands of years, Indigenous people have been inhabiting and caring for this land. In particular, we acknowledge the territory of the Ojibwe, or Chippewas people. This territory is covered by Lake Simcoe Treaty 16 and the J. Collins land purchase. We are grateful to have the opportunity to work on this land, and by doing so, give our respect to its first inhabitants. So at this point, I'm going to call on each individual member to meet me at the center, and we'll swear their oath of office, at which point afterwards, they'll take their seat at the council desk. Councillor Mark Taylor, Ward 1. So just repeat after me. I, Mark Taylor.
I, Mark Taylor.
Having been elected to the office.
Having been elected to the office. Of Ward 1 Councillor.
In the municipality of the Township of Severn.
In the municipality of the Township of Severn.
To solemnly promise and declare.
To promise solemnly and declare.
That
I will truly.
Faithfully and impartially.
Exercise this office.
To the best of my knowledge and ability.
To the best of my knowledge and ability.
I have not received.
And will not receive.
And will not receive.
Any payment or reward. Any payment or reward.
Or promise thereof.
Or promise thereof.
For the exercise of this office.
For the exercise of this office.
In a biased.
Corrupt.
Or any improper manner.
I will disclose any pecuniary interest.
I will disclose any pecuniary interest.
Direct or indirect. In accordance.
Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
I will be faithful.
And bear true allegiance.
To His Majesty King Charles III.
And I make this solemn promise.
Declaration and conscientiously.
Believing it to be true.
And knowing it is of the same. Force and effect. As if made under oath.
Okay, Dan Jansen, Ward 2.
I, Dan Jansen.
Having been elected.
To the office of Ward 2 Councillor.
To the office of Ward 2 Councillor.
In the municipality of the Township of Severn.
In the municipality of the Township of Severn.
Do solemnly promise and declare.
Do solemnly promise and declare.
That I will truly.
Faithfully and impartially.
Exercise this office.
To
the best of my knowledge.
To the best of my knowledge.
Ability.
And ability.
I have not received.
And will not receive.
Any payment or reward.
Or
promise thereof.
For the exercise of this office.
In a biased.
Corrupt or improper manner.
I will disclose.
I will disclose.
any pecuniary interest,
direct or indirect,
direct or indirect,
in accordance
in accordance
with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
I will be faithful
I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to His Majesty King Charles III.
to His Majesty King Charles III.
And I make this solemn promise
And I make this solemn promise
and declaration conscientiously,
and declaration conscientiously,
believing it to be true
believing it to be true,
and knowing that it is of the same force and effect
and knowing that it is of the same force and effect
as if made under oath.
as if made under oath.
Phil Brennan, Ward 3. I, Phil Brennan,
I, Phil Brennan,
having been elected
having been elected
to the office of Ward 3 Councillor
to the office of Ward 3 Councillor
in the municipality of the Township of Severn,
in the municipality of the Township of Severn,
do solemnly promise and declare
do solemnly promise and declare
that I will truly,
that I will truly,
faithfully, and impartially
faithfully and impartially
exercise this office
exercise this office
to the best of my knowledge
to the best of my knowledge
and ability.
and ability.
I have not received
I have not received
and will not receive
any
any payment or reward
or promise thereof
or promise thereof
for the exercise of this office
for the exercise of this office
in a biased,
in a biased,
corrupt,
corrupt,
or any improper
or any improper manner.
manner.
I will disclose
Any pecuniary interest,
any pecuniary interest,
direct or indirect,
direct or indirect,
in accordance with
in accordance with
the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
I will be faithful
I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to His Majesty King Charles III.
to His Majesty King Charles III.
And I make this solemn promise
And I make this solemn promise
and declaration
conscientiously,
believing it to be true
believing it to be true,
and knowing that it is of the same force
and knowing that it is of the same force
and effect as if made under oath.
and effect as if made under oath. Wanda Minnings, Ward 4.
I, Wanda Minnings,
I, Wanda Minnings,
having been elected
having been elected
to the office of Ward 4 Councillor
to the office of Ward 4 Counselor
in the municipality of the Township of Severn,
in the municipality of the Township of Severn,
do solemnly promise and declare
that I will truly,
that I will truly,
faithfully and impartially
faithfully and impartially
exercise this office
exercise this office
to the best of my knowledge
and ability.
and ability.
I have not received
I have not received
and will not receive
and will not receive
any payment or reward
any payment or reward
or promise thereof
or promise thereof
for the exercise of this office
for the exercise of this office
in a biased,
in a biased,
corrupt,
corrupt,
or any improper manner.
or any improper manner.
I will disclose
I will disclose
any pecuniary interest,
any pecuniary interest,
direct or indirect,
direct or indirect,
in accordance with
in accordance with
the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to His Majesty King Charles III.
to His Majesty King Charles III.
And I make this solemn promise
and I make this solemn promise
and declaration
conscientiously,
believing it to be true,
believing it to be true,
and knowing that it
and knowing that it
is of the same force and effect
is of the same force and effect
as if made under oath.
as if made under oath.
Jim McIntyre, Ward 5.
I'm not afraid of it.
I, Jim McIntyre,
I, Jim McIntyre,
having been elected
to the office of Ward 5 counselor
in the
municipality of the Township of Severn,
do solemnly
promise and declare
that I will truly,
that I will truly,
faithfully, and impartially
faithfully and impartially
exercise this office
exercise this office
to the best of my knowledge
and ability.
I have not received
And will not receive
any payment or
any
reward
payment or reward
or promise thereof
or promise thereof
for the exercise of this office
for the exercise of this office
in a biased, corrupt,
or any improper
or
manner.
any improper manner.
I will disclose any pecuniary interest,
Direct or indirect,
in accordance with
in accordance with
the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
I will be faithful
I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to His Majesty King Charles III.
to His Majesty King Charles III.
And I make this solemn promise
I make this solemn promise
and declaration conscientiously,
and declaration conscientiously,
believing it to be true,
believing it to be true,
and
and knowing
knowing that it is of the same force and effect
it is of the same force and effect
as if made under oath.
as if made under oath.
Deputy Mayor Judith Cox.
I, Judith Cox,
Having been elected
having been elected
to the office of Deputy Mayor
to the office of Deputy Mayor
in the municipality of the Township of Severn,
in the municipality of the Township of Severn,
do solemnly promise and declare
do solemnly promise and declare
that I will truly,
faithfully and impartially
faithfully, and impartially
exercise this office
exercise this office
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
I have not received
Will not receive
and will not receive
payment or reward,
any payment or reward
promise thereof
or promise thereof
for the exercise of this office.
for the exercise of this office
Biased,
in a biased,
corrupt,
corrupt,
or any improper manner.
or any improper manner.
I will disclose
I will disclose
any pecuniary interest,
any pecuniary interest,
direct or indirect,
direct or indirect,
in accordance
in accordance
with the Municipal Conflict of Interest
with the
Act.
Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
I will be faithful
I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to His Majesty King Charles III.
to His Majesty King Charles III.
And I make this solemn promise
And I make this solemn promise,
declaration
declaration,
conscientiously,
conscientiously,
believing it to be true,
believing it to be true,
and knowing that it is
and knowing that it is
of the same force and effect
of the same force and effect
as if made under oath.
as if made under oath.
And last but not least, Mayor Burkett.
I, Mike Burkett,
I, Mike Burkett,
having been elected to the office of mayor
having been elected to the office of mayor
in the municipality of the township of Severn,
in the municipality of the township of Severn,
do solemnly promise and declare
do solemnly promise and declare
that I will truly,
that I will truly,
faithfully, and impartially
exercise this office
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
to the best of my knowledge and ability.
I have not received
I have not received
and will not receive
and will not receive
any payment or reward
or promise thereof
for the exercise of this office,
for the exercise of this office
bias,
in a biased, corrupt, or any improper manner.
I will disclose
I will disclose
any pecuniary interest,
any pecuniary interest,
direct or indirect,
direct or indirect,
in accordance with
in accordance with
the Municipal Conflict of Interest
the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
I will be faithful
I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to His Majesty King Charles III.
to His Majesty King Charles III.
And I make the solemn promise,
And I make the solemn promise
declaration,
and declaration conscientiously,
believing it to be true,
and knowing that it is of the same force
and
and effect as if made under oath.
Congratulations, Your Worship. Okay, and at this point, Your Worship, I turn the meeting over to you.
Get this, can I? You just did that. Okay, thank you. Oh, thank you.
opening remarks.
Okay, my opening remarks. Here we go. Sorry. Thank you, Allison. Good evening and welcome to the Township of Severn. Honored guests, neighboring members of council, family, friends, and staff, thank you for taking the time to join us tonight. To all the residents of Severn, I am honored and humbled once again to be entrusted as your mayor. Thank you, thank you. Council, congratulations to each and every one of you. Thank you. I look forward to working with you, along with you and our staff, of course, and there are some staff members here tonight. Thank you for coming. As a team, as we guide Severn for the next 4 years. To my family, my mom, my wife, Melody, who's not here, she's in Florida. I'll try to not smile. To my sisters, my brother-in-laws, my nieces, my nephew, my significant others, my friends, thank you to all of you for your hard work. Allison, thank you so much for tonight. And I want to thank you and your staff for everything that you've done, for organizing tonight and making this inaugural so very special. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Deputy Mayor Cox.
Welcome, everyone. And thank you for attending our inaugural. Thank you for our visiting politicians and everyone else who came tonight. It's a special night for all of us. I'm very excited. I want to first thank my friends and family for their support. I want to thank my daughter, Christine, my friend Mike Hammett. He walks my dog. We're good neighbors. And he trounced the whole township with me and with my sister, Nora Holder, and my two friends that I've had since I was 6 years old, Betty and Terry. And to my council colleagues, congratulations. Over the next 4 years, I know we will work as a team to fulfill our shared commitment to the residents of Severn Township. Each of you bring a diverse background of knowledge, experience, and enthusiasm. I am excited to work with each of you as well as the Severn Township staff. I am so lucky to live in this beautiful township. Our quality of life and standard of living are second to none. No wonder we are being discovered as such a wonderful place to live, work, and play and raise your family. My promise to you is to continue to listen to your concerns, continue to be a caring steward for the next 4 years. Thank you for this honor.
Councilor Taylor.
Good evening. It is an honor to represent Ward 1 and be a member of council for the Township of Severn. I too would like to thank my family for their continued support for the past 23 years, if you can believe it. In particular, I'd like to acknowledge my partner, Donna, my daughter, Jenna, and my sisters, Ada and Grace, who are here tonight. Thanks for coming up. At this point, I'd like to welcome Wanda and Dan to this council. Our council is made up of fairly new and seasoned members. And I am confident with the leadership of Mayor Burkett, along with the input and guidance from our excellent staff, we will be successful. There will be many challenges ahead for this term, and I'm confident that the township will succeed. Thanks for your time, and I want to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas.
Councilor Jansen.
I would like to start by thanking everyone that joined us here tonight for this special event, and to those that are taking the time to watch online at home. I would also like to thank everyone in the community that supported me in my campaign, to my friends and my coworkers, and also my colleagues. Of course, especially my family. Your support gave me the courage to put myself out there and encouraged me to share the experience I have gained helping others in my workplace with my community. I want to thank the past members of council, Jane Dunlop and Ron Stevens, for providing their service to the community over their many years of involvement. Thank you both for your commitment and experience, and all the best for the future. My family and I moved to Coldwater a few years ago to be closer to friends and family, and we love living there. We love living in Severn Township. I've had the opportunity to meet and speak with very many residents, and it's been extremely rewarding to have these conversations. I look forward to more of those. I want to share that since I've been elected, each of the members of council have reached out to me to welcome me to the team. And I feel that their guidance and experience will allow me to learn and grow quickly to become an effective representative. At my first event with Mayor Burkett and Deputy Mayor Cox, they immediately made sure to tell me that they had been once a new member on council, and they were there to support me, take me under their wing, and answer any questions that I might have. Township staff have also been very welcoming, and I've been introduced to all the leaders in each of the departments. They're providing guidance and direction to ensure that we understand each other's roles and how we can work effectively together. I very much look forward to continuing to learn each of the department's roles and responsibilities. What I have felt so far in my involvement is a strong sense of teamwork. I am happy to be joining this team, and I'm very proud to be here. I look forward to working together over the next 4 years, serving Severn Township as our Ward 2 councillor. Thank you.
Councilor Brent.
Thank you, Mayor Burkett. When I first indicated to my family and friends that I was going to enter a competition for councillor and then run in the fall, they said I was crazy. They all came on board though when the rubber hit the road, and their support was amazing. And in particular, I need to acknowledge my wife. She's my best friend. She's my chief advisor, and she is, as an executive assistant, is amazing what she'll do for nothing. And she just makes it so much better because she's part of the team, and it's great. Why am I doing this? I guess Under the Municipal Act, the role of council includes representing the public and a requirement to consider the well-being and interests of the municipality. We're also charged with maintaining the financial integrity of the municipality. And we have an important stewardship role and know that most of the decisions that we make have long-term consequences that should fully consider the long-term health and welfare of our communities. That's the job we're tasked with. I intend to work as hard as I can to achieve just that over the term. I look forward to working with my colleagues here at the table. I've got to know many of them over the years. They're fabulous people. I really enjoy working with the staff. Sometimes they may not enjoy working with me as much as I do with them, but the fact of the matter is there's a great team here in the Township of Severn, and we can do some great things. And we have challenges like we have never faced before, in my opinion. And, you know, when you look at the two key issues of our times, the two defining issues are climate change and biodiversity. And I'll tell you, we got an uphill road right now if we're going to make sure that we deal with those, especially knowing that things like climate change, the municipality can have huge influence on positive changes to meet the challenges with climate change and of course biodiversity. So we got a big job, and I really am looking forward to doing that. And it's great to be part of the team.
Councillor Minutes.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming tonight. Thank you to those who are watching online. My family is watching online, and the residents of Ward 4 who entrusted me to take over the very big job of counselor from Ron Stevens, who has such a lasting legacy and so much to be proud of. In fact, my first experience with municipal council was 6 years ago when my family and I moved here. And I actually came to present to council. And it was after that that Ron said, I think we should go out for a coffee. And he steered me clear of a few things and started to be just the best mentor and advisor. And it was him who planted the seed for me to one day sit here. So thank you, Ron. I also want to thank the members of council here. Our newest colleague, Dan, it's just been great getting to know you, and all the others I've had the absolute privilege to work with on so many issues that have been happening in Ward 4 when I was acting as a resident and a community advocate. So thank you for your knowledge, your friendship, and just for your professionalism and the faith and the confidence you've given to me as a Ward 4 resident. I hope to carry that torch forward. I also want to thank my family. For all of us, I think, and we've heard tonight, it's about a family. It's about people behind you, and my family support means the world to me. So I just have to thank them for being there through the good times and the bad times, because campaigning is a whole other new chapter of my life, and it was quite an interesting journey. But on my team, there are people who got me to where I am right now through the election and even before. And those are my neighbors and my friends who volunteered their time and their expertise in creating social media for me, creating my signs, advising me on speaking and remarks, and who came door to door with me. I owe you the world. So thank you very much. The staff has been nothing but top notch, and I just can't wait for the next 4 years and what we can accomplish together. Thank you.
Councillor McIntyre.
Thank you, Your Worship. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, everyone in attendance, thanks for coming out. It's great to see a nice turnout like this. The staff, in particular, a number of them are here. I wouldn't be here without my dear wife, Elizabeth, here. She supported me when I initially said I would try to take on the temporary stewardship of Ward 5. And then after I was out of the house quite a bit, she said, well, I think you better try this again. So to Elizabeth and my sister Stephanie, who encouraged me, a couple of pals, Gary and Jerry, who said, you know, this is right up your alley. You should be doing this. I'd like to thank the residents of Ward 5. Although acclaimed, I'm having a pretty easy time of it at the first session. We'll see how it goes this next 4 years. I'd like to wish the Deputy Mayor, Judith Cox, in her new role, and the Mayor all the best to lead this team forward for the next 4 years. Many challenges that lie ahead of us with some of the things that are going on around us. So with that, I'll finish up with my comments about the staff, who I find I wouldn't have come back to this effort if it hadn't have been for our staff. Anytime you have a question, they're there to help. Anytime you're out of line, Miss Lori steps up. Yeah, the meetings are run efficiently and with a great deal of candor prior to the meetings, but when we get down to online and meeting the challenges of our agenda, Miss Allison over there, she does what because she forms motions like nobody can imagine. So having said all that, I think they do a marvelous job. Back to my wife. She says when I get a call, she'll say, oh, is that something important? I said, well, that's the township line. It might be, so I better answer it. And I said, it might be a complaint. And she steadfastly says, you do not get complaints, Jim. You get concerns. So I'd like to thank my wife for, as Phil has his, having a sidekick that she's the silent secretary, does a lot of the work. And I appreciate her and my family and my friends. So, and all of you for coming out. So thank you very much. We'll do the best job we can the next 4 years.
Thank you, Council. Well done. So I just want to acknowledge, I know MPP Dunlop is busy, but Jacqueline has left scrolls on our table, and thank you very much, Jacqueline, if you can convey that message to Minister Dunlop. Also, Adam Chambers, our MP, could not make it, but he's left scrolls on our desk as well. So thank you very much. Oh, did you want to say something, Madam Clerk?
I believe our local MPP's representative has some words she'd like to say.
Oh, okay, please. I didn't know that.
Can everyone hear me okay? Oh, dear. Oh, I'm sorry. Good evening. It is actually my sincere pleasure to be here and privileged to be here to join you all on behalf of Honorable Jill Dunlop, MPP for Simcoe North. MPP Dunlop wishes she could be here herself, and I spoke to her this afternoon. She's required to be sitting in legislature at Queen's Park, so that's where she is. MPP Dunlop asks that I extend her best wishes and profound congratulations to all the Township of Severn elected members, along with individual scrolls like you just mentioned that we dropped off for you. Today's inauguration ceremony marks the beginning of your commitment to serve the Township of Severn to the best of your abilities, continuing to build on previous projects and working together to ensure a robust and resilient community. MPP Dunlop looks forward to assisting you with provincial issues, identifying opportunities to rebuild Ontario's economy, and supporting rural growth and development to benefit both families and businesses of this community. She extends her thanks in advance for leadership, appreciating that much success can be achieved by working together with vision and determination. On behalf of MPP Jill Dunlop and the province of Ontario, congratulations and much success, as leaders in the Township of Severn. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I just want to take a moment to recognize some of the dignitaries that we do have with us tonight. First is Warden Cornell. Thank you very much for coming, Warden. This item is Jane St. Clair, and she is at the county. She's the Director of Manager of Health and Emergency Services. Thank you, Jane. Our neighbors to the east, we have Councillor Snutch. Thank you very much, Councillor Snutch, for joining us. Deputy Mayor Keith Bell, who's new, but congratulations and thank you for joining us. Township of Tay, we have Deputy Mayor Barry Norris. Thank you very much for being here tonight. And from the Township of Tay, Mayor Evans. Tiny, sorry. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to everyone here tonight, and of course our staff and Lori. Thank you very much for what you do for us. Madam Clerk, do you have the confirmation bylaw?
I do. So that the motion just reads that bylaw number 2022-67 being is hereby read a first, second, third time and finally passed.
Mover and a seconder, please. Moved by Councillor McIntyre, second by Deputy Mayor Cox. All in favor? That's carried. Thank you. Now adjournment. I need a mover and a seconder. Or Madam Clerk, you need to read it. Thank you.
It's pretty simple that this meeting being is hereby now adjourned at 7:37 p.m.
Thank you. Mover and a seconder, please. Moved by Councillor Jensen, second by Councillor Taylor. All in favor? That is carried. Deputy Mayor Cox, sorry.
Anyway, I just wanted to say that this is a very unique situation because I think this is the first time that Councillor McIntyre and Councillor Brennan have been to a meeting in this council chamber since they've started. So this is very special for all of us to be here tonight. And the clerk, because of COVID. So I just wanted to say that it's almost like a whole brand new year. And here we are. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone, and safe drive home. And there are refreshments at the back if you'd like to join us.